So let's just set up the beautiful view that you will see when I'm gonna record this video, and then let's try to talk about when people choose a place where they want to live. They face with a lot of different advices from various other people, and often, well, always I think those people, they give the advices from their own perspective. So if talking about where is the best place to live, of course they will give you an answer of how they see it. And I've just had an experience of living in another country, actually in Spain. And let me share with you my experience, but I won't annoy you with the advices on which country is the best to live. Yeah, so the best country to live, I should add in 2026, right? Because this is how it should look on YouTube. Yeah, so people say Portugal, US, United Kingdom, Belgium, I don't know, China. It's better to go on the moon and all the other stuff. So I'm just gonna share with you my experience. In 2025 we decided to move from Ukraine to Spain, and we chose Spain because it has the mildest winters in EU. And so we were going from Ukraine through Slovakia, and then Czech Republic, Germany, France, and then Spain. And as we were going, our expectations were met, and the graph of delightment, if you can say, if you can call it this way, was going like up from the first part is Slovakia, then Czech Republic is higher, then Germany is higher, then France was super cool, and we liked it very much. And in 2025, when we were going, we met with our friends who live in France for a couple of years, and they showed us a city called I forgot the name. Not far from Switzerland, from Geneva, Annecy. Yeah, that's right. So they live in Annecy. And it has a very beautiful nature, and you can see the mountains and the lakes near those mountains, and it is just super cool. And then when we said goodbye to our friends, we moved to Spain, and it was our final destination. So I was expecting that the graph of delightment will go at the top level, but it actually forwarded down, because, well, Spain is a great country, and people are also great and very kind and happy, and they like you, and but the climate is not for us, because it's like you're living in a desert, and I never thought that I will miss green grass and trees and lakes, rivers that much. And you know what, even when at that time I understood, I had a feeling like we need to try to live in Spain, even though I don't like it that much, but we decided to go there, so we need to try living in Spain. but I had a feeling that it's not for us. So we lived for half a year, and in my other videos I described the great experience that I had when we were moving back to Ukraine, and we stopped in France for a couple of, it was I think a week we passed that we passed in France. So yeah, when we got back to France, we moved, actually we were living in Spain, we were living in the southern part, and we moved upwards, I mean to the northern part of Spain, to the Basques country, and then crossed the border with France there, and then we saw Atlantic Ocean, which was super cool and great, and it was beautiful. And then we moved to the central part, and as soon as we passed the border, this Spanish border to France, I understood that this is the answer, like this is the country that I like. Yeah, so it was like, just to confirm, I had to spend half of a year to test Spain for ourselves, just to confirm that France is the choice for us. I have a cheat sheet here, so just want to check what else. Is there anything important left? Yeah, and by the way, it was only the western part of Europe. I haven't been in the northern part. I have never been to Asia, and I really would love to visit United States and United Kingdom. So maybe I will fall in love with these countries even more than I liked France. Yeah, so the conclusion here is never listen to those other people who say what is the best for you. Of course, I mean, you can listen just to get some information, like the broad and the general view on the, if we're talking about the countries and the country that you're gonna visit, but you always need to feel it with your own skin and to live in that country if you want to understand if it's for you or not for you, especially if we're talking about living in a certain country, which is a serious question, I think. If you have a family and you plan to buy a house, property, and maybe to spend the rest of your life in that country. So that's it, guys. Hope you liked this short story, and I will see you in the next vid.